Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about module number 2, that is overcurrent protection. Here we are going to discuss about that combination of current and time grading. So let us discuss about that combination of current and time grading system. Because in earlier topics we have seen about the current grading system and time grading system. In time grading system there is 0.5 seconds of difference is there from section C to section B and section B to section A. How it is operating with a delay of 0.5 seconds, but due to that advanced technology, even we can reduce that 0.5 seconds of time delay from one section to another section. We can reduce it to 0.5 seconds to either 0.4 seconds or 0.3 seconds. So in similar, if you see that in current grading system, in case of current grading system, the amount of the current which deals at section B is more than the section C and section A is more than the section B. Almost 80% of the fault, overcurrent faults has been limited by the section A relay, because which has the high capability compared to the relays which are available at section B and section C. Now we are going to discuss about that an hybrid system which is called as combination of current and time grading system. This scheme is widely used for the production of distribution lines, and IDMT relays are employed in this scheme. They have the combined features of both the current grading system and time grading system. IDMT inverse definite relays have current as well as time setting arrangements. With the help of those settings, we can change that time delay and the amount of current which deals as a preset value or pickup value. The current setting of the relay is made according to the fault current level of the particular section to be protected, because we can change the setting values of those particular relay which was located between section C, beyond C, or between B to A, or in between C to B. According to the fault current level, the particular section is to be protected. That means it is a unit protection and it is individual protection from one section to another section. The relays are set to pick up progressively at higher current. So the preset value at the relay located beyond C and the relay located between C to B and the relay located between B to A is different, and it is adjusted based upon the current setting value. If based upon the current setting values, if it is adjusted, the pickup value is progressively at higher at the relay which is located between B and A is more compared to C and B and beyond C. Therefore, time setting is also done in a progressively increasing order towards the source. So generally we can see that time delay is 0.5 seconds beyond C, from section C to B another 1 second, and from section B to section it is another 0.5 seconds, it is 1.5 seconds. So totally 1.5 seconds is the maximum time which was taken the relay which is located between A to B. Therefore the difference in the operating times of two adjacent relays is kept as 0.5 second, and even we can reduce this 0.5 seconds to 0.4 seconds and 0.3 seconds with advanced technology like numerical relays, which have the capability of like microprocessor relay and microcontroller relay and digital signal processing relay. An inverse time current characteristic is desirable where ZS is small compared to with Z1, because ZS is nothing but the source impedance which is available in series along with the source, and this source impedance is going to limit that fault current when the fault takes place near to the source. And also Z1 is the amount of the impedance. As the length of the transmission line is increases, automatically the value of Z1 is increases. For suppose if a fault occurs near the substation, the fault current is I is equal E by Zs according to Ohm's law, as we know that I is equal E by Zs. Here E is nothing but the voltage of the source and Zs is nothing but the source impedance. If the fault which lies very near to the substation, by that condition we can take only source impedance as the impedance value for reference. But for the case If the same fault lies after some sections, that time the fault current I, we can write it as I is equal E divided by Zs plus Z1. That time we are going to take in the source impedance value and section line impedance value. If Z1 is high compared to the source impedance, automatically the value of Z1 is high compared to source impedance, because the value of Z1 is increases as the length of the transmission line is going to increases. Therefore, it is an appreciable difference in the fault current for a fault at the near end and for a fault at the far end of the protected section of the feeder or the transmission line. In such a situation, a relay with inverse time characteristics would trip faster for a fault near the substation, where is a very desirable feature, because in case of a time characteristics it takes lot of time. If fault lies very near to the substation, it takes around 1.5 seconds of time interval. By that time the source may get damaged by reaching that fault current. In order to avoid that kind of difficulty, instead of using that time characteristics, we can use that inverse time characteristics. Independent of to the time, we are going to trip the circuit breaker. As far as possible, we are going to isolate that faulty section of the system and healthy section of the system when the fault lies very near to the substation, which is very desirable feature. Next, inverse time relays on solidly grounded systems having an advantage, and also that definite time characteristics is desirable where Zs is large compared to Z1, where generally the source impedance is large compared to Z1. By that time it has the capability to stop or to block that fault currents before it reaches the source. Therefore, if the condition Zs is large compared to Z1 and IDMT characteristics is comprised where definite time and inverse time characteristics both are employed at a lower values of fault currents, its characteristics is an inverse time characteristics, and also at higher values of fault current it gives a definite time characteristics. So for lower values of fault current, if the fault current is lower value, definitely it gives that inverse time characteristics, and for high fault current it gives that definite time characteristics. So within the definite time it is going to minimize that fault current, it is going to block that fault current, and also it isolates that faulty section of the system and from the healthy section of the system. So an IDMT relays are widely used for production of distribution systems and some other applications. In certain situations, very inverse and extremely inverse relays are used instead of IDMT relays, where the fault condition demands that inverse and definite time characteristics. We can use that IDMT relays. Where the fault is not related to the time, and in such a conditions where we are using the very inverse where the fault current is very high, and extremely inverse relays where the fault current is too much. So depends upon the fault current, we can use definite time relays for high fault currents, and for low fault currents inverse time characteristics relays we are using. And if the fault current less than 10 amperes, we can use that inverse time characteristics. If the fault current lies more than the 10 amperes, we can use that definite time characteristics. If the fault current is more than the 20 amperes, we can use that very inverse or extremely inverse relays as to block the fault current and to provide that safe mode of operation, and also to increase that lifespan of that power system and associated equipments along with the load. By this here, the combined characteristics like both time grading and current grading system gives that better results compared to that pure time grading system and current grading system. So generally the combination of current and time grading system we can use for the applications where like sub-transmission system and for transmission system, and that too where the case is difficult to deal with more amount of the fault current. During that case we use this kind of hybrid system which is called as combination of both time and current grading system. Thank you.